Hello, hello, hello. Welcome. I'm going to give everybody a few minutes to get on. Hang on one second. Let me log into my Facebook page. How is everybody's week going? Everybody's got their Christmas shopping done, all of the above. If you guys want to comment, make sure you allow StreamYard access to be able to comment so I can see everybody's comments. Hey, Aaron. Let me make sure I log in. All right. So you guys excited? I hope you are. So I almost canceled this class today. I'm very transparent. Thank you. I don't know who you are. Let me see. Thank you. So I'm very transparent, right? I'm a business owner and I work full time. So I relate to a lot of my clients because I understand the struggles that we deal with. Sometimes being overwhelmed, just everything, the holidays. So I just, like the last few weeks, I just felt unproductive, not as creative as I usually am. And then I started getting sick, right? So sometimes we overstretch ourselves, and I'm big on acknowledging it and figuring out a way to um, fix it, right? So if you've been following me or if you know me personally, I am very transparent. I'm not going to sugarcoat nothing. I'm not going to make it seem like entrepreneurship and working 9 to 5 is easy. Some days it is, some days it's not. But that's the good thing about me. It's not going to be all roses, and I'm going to let you know. Okay. But I'm big on taking those breaks. If you need a break, take a break and then figure out a way to get back into it. Right. So I just took some time off yesterday, just to like meditate and just pray, like, okay, what's going on? And then I got up this morning. I started feeling a little bit better. And I said, you know what? I can't let people down. So I'm going to go ahead and go forward with the class. So, all right. So let me go ahead and start sharing my screen. I won't hold you guys long. It's going to be not quick, but I'm going to try to make it as fast and quick as I possibly can. So let me just share so we can get right into it. 1 second. Why is this in window? Okay. Okay, let me know if you guys can see my screen. Give me a one in the chat or in the comments. And if you're watching me live, hashtag live. If this is a replay, hashtag replay. Okay. And I'll be sending out the replay in email. If you guys signed up for the masterclass, you'll be getting a copy of the replay. All right. Thank you. All right. Make sure you guys give StreamYard access so I can see who's watching. If you guys are commenting, I can't see. So I'm trying to like go back and forth into the comments. So let's get started. Okay. So today's masterclass is about how to increase your visibility and grow your business to 6 figures by scaling with simple funnels, right? So let me just talk about this for a minute. So like a lot of my clients and people who are in my group, I did a poll a few weeks ago, and I just wanted to know like what were areas that you were struggling with. And a lot of them were saying that they have, struggles with systems, and like people can sell you all these pretty systems and software, and you're like, okay, I need this, but you don't know how to connect the dots, right? And then some people want to get more leads, right? But they don't know how. They're buying Facebook ads and they're not getting any traction. There's a method to it, okay? And if you don't know the method, you will end up losing a lot of money, right? So I just wanted to talk to you guys today about how you're able to do this. It's not hard, but you have to be open to learning and to investing in the right program. Make sense? Okay. Okay, so let's get started. So just a little bit about me. I am Christina. I am the administrator of the group that you guys are watching me in. Um, basically, okay, sorry. I hope you guys can see that I'm toggling back and forth. Okay, no, you can't. Okay, no, you can't. I hope you can. Sorry if you can. All right, so basically, every I help overwhelmed service providers. I teach them how to grow their business through basic systems and processes that allows them to generate sales, increase cash, and take on more clients, right? We all want to take on more clients. If you're not here to increase revenue, increase your sales, then that means you just have a hobby, which is great. So, stay in the class. There are some things that I can help you with as well. So, and also about me. So, for over 15 years, I've been helping entrepreneurs scale and streamline their processes. And I have a background in business administration. I have a grad certificate in big data and analytics and project management. I also work full time for Boeing. I am a database analytics specialist. So I analyze data for all of your defense aircrafts. I can't go into details which one because, it's just some confidentiality. So my experience is just not over the night, right? I mean, overnight. I didn't wake up and say, you know what, let me, start a group on Facebook and show people how to do. No, I actually have the experience professionally. And also, I've been an entrepreneur for about 15 years. And my husband and I, we owned a business in Las Vegas. We were both working 9 to 5, and we were dealing with so many struggles, trying to figure out how to increase our sales, how to, grow our business. And we were very overwhelmed. Okay. And so that's why I can relate to a lot of you because I have been there before. I've done that. So I'm not just, coming in saying, oh, okay, I have this experience. One second. Sorry, guys. I lost my screen. Okay. So I relate to your struggles, but I can also help you pinpoint the pain points and bottlenecks in your business. And we're going to talk about that a little bit more as we get further along in the class. Okay. So now is the time to get to work, grow your business, and get your time back. And so, years ago, I made the decision to kind of like regain my sanity by creating systems in my business. And also doing that, it helps us run our businesses on autopilot, which means we're able to like spend time with family, do things we want to do, and not be focused 18, 19 hours on our businesses. And the methods allowed us to, like I said, spend more time. And then I was the most, well, I want to say the second most important part was we were able to grow our businesses by 60%. Okay. Which means that we increased our revenue as well. So, like I said, I am not a fly by night person. I have the experience. All right. So you are here today because you are ready to first increase your revenue within your business with simple steps or processes that work, right? If this is you, drop a yes in the comments. Let me see. If you guys are here today because you are wanting help um, to increase the sales in your business, drop a 1 in the comments. Okay. All right. So let's move on. So let's go back. I'm going to take you guys back to 2015. This I think we had our second. I don't know. I forgot which one, but we were, building and growing, but we were so stressed out and overwhelmed. I was so afraid that we're going to lose everything. We didn't have time for anything. We're very um task driven, entrepreneurship driven. Like we are very goal oriented. Like we we set out to, for a goal, and then we get it done, right? But we had no time for family. We didn't have the skills that it took to build a business, that I thought, right? And then we started to lose money because we couldn't take on more clients, our customers. So it was like a downward spiral. In 2017, I used the skills that I used in corporate America to create processes and systems, right? By doing that, we became very confident. Our business was organized. We were happier. We grew to six figures, and we started doing things on our own terms, right? It just, when you have the mindset and you don't have the stress, you are able to live life without having to worry about, did I send this email? Did I get this invoice? How am I going to, grow my business? I have all of this software, that I've purchased. I don't know how to use it. I'm wasting money on all these courses. I'm overwhelmed and I'm getting like pissed because I'm spending all this money, but I'm not getting any revenue. Okay. So let's talk about the number one secret. Okay. People often ask me, how do you do it? How do you work a 9 to 5, have multiple businesses, have a husband, have children, have family? This is what I tell them. Okay. It's all in your mindset. And I'm going to go over this, like I won't spend too much time on this topic, but that is the number one secret. The day you do one thing is the way, I'm sorry, the way you do one thing is the way you do everything. So in order to start attracting your dream clients, you have to show up in all areas, right? Make sure you guys engage in this class. It's just one day. Comment, ask questions, tell us what you do. You have to, stay involved and engage throughout the entire class. Because if you want higher ticket clients, you have to invest in high ticket coaching, right? I have a coach, and also, doing this opens your mind and energy to a new world that, helps you believe that you can grow your business and receive the or get, wait, you can grow your business and you can also charge what you're worth, right? Does that make sense? People feeling like, okay, if I charge higher, I don't feel like I'm capable, people won't buy. No, that's not true, right? Um, when you charge premium prices, you open up the ability and resources to deliver a better service and product to your clients, right? So your clients will see the value. If you can bring it to them, they will pay, right? Don't ever feel like, oh, they won't pay, it's too expensive. Not true. But you have to have a good product that will make them want to pay. Now let's talk about what is the entrepreneur mindset, right? So entrepreneurs are goal oriented, like I said. We solve problems. We are not afraid of failure. Okay. We are forward thinking, decisive, driven. We collaboration. This is so important, guys, right? People feel like if I am, if my niche is ABCD, right? I don't want to talk to anybody else in that same niche. That's not true. Don't be afraid to collaborate. And also, we take action. We can't just have a dream on our vision board and not take action. And courage, right? We are, to me, some of the most courageous people on the planet because we are not afraid. Like if we want something, we go after it. And we have to always be learning. I am always in a course, reading a book, and then responsible. Okay. Sorry. Okay. Um, we entrepreneurs, so okay, let's talk about goal oriented, right? We believe that we can grow as people, we can learn new things and develop new skills, right? So with consistent effort, we can shape ourselves into whoever we want to be. It's just that simple for us. Problem solvers. We are always looking for ways to solve problems, right? So, for example, I like to use plumbers, right? So, plumbers fix broken pipes, they are solving a problem. Netflix is a billion-dollar company because what? They cure boredom, right? So, basically, we bring a solution to a problem. And then failure. A lot of people say, I don't want to do this because I don't want to fail. Well, failure is just a stepping stone to learn from, right? It helps you it helps you move closer to success. You cannot be afraid to fail. I failed in so many businesses. You guys have no idea. Sorry. You guys have no idea. Um, Forward thinking. Like Jeff Bezos, he is very forward thinking. Like his mindset is he's not thinking about next month. He's thinking about 5 years from now. So as entrepreneurs, we have to always be thinking long term. We can't think about the past, next week. Right now, it is December. You should be focusing on the second quarter of 2022. What are you going to be doing in that second quarter? Um, Decisive. This is a great one. So in entrepreneurship, we cannot afford to be indecisive, which means we can't make decisions quickly, right? um Day to day, I am forced with making decisions with very little information and very little time. So if you guys are very indecisive, and you kind of struggle with making the right decisions, I like to practice this. So for example, my husband, he's very indecisive when it comes to ordering in a restaurant. I mean, gosh, he's so slow, y'all. So this is the exercise that I like to do with him. I like to give him the menu, um, tell him to look at it one time, okay, and then just make a decision. Look at it one time, make a decision, and give the menu back. It's just that simple, right? Because if you take so long making a decision in your business, your staff will be frustrated. Your clients or customers are going to get frustrated because you can't make a decision. And most of them are wanting an answer right now. So we have to act right now. Okay. All right. So let's talk about some mindsets. Um, there's a lot of mindset blocks when it comes to entrepreneurships, and some people can't pinpoint them. So let's just talk about it. So to be honest, abundance is scary for some people. Some people are afraid of abundance. This might not sound true, but I've heard it from so many people. Okay, money mindset blocks. These are unhelpful beliefs about money that we have learned maybe as a child, as a young adult, that can hold you back from living a rich and abundant life. This is Some people have these mindsets and these blocks. Um, they hinder you from living a great fulfilling life. That's why it is so urgent to kind of look inside yourself to see, do I have any of these mindset blocks? Right. And if you do, there are ways we can um, remove those blocks. So some examples of money mindset blocks. You might feel like it's not right to charge money when coaching or helping people achieve their goals. I am not worthy of making lots of money. That only happens to other people. Bye. No, it doesn't. Lack of confidence. Look in the mirror and just say, I am confident. Start saying some affirmations to yourself every day, because you have confidence. You just have to pull it out. Comfortable. Now, what does this mean? So, as entrepreneurs, we have to learn to get uncomfortable with being comfortable. Starting new things makes people uncomfortable, and that's okay, right? But you have to get uncomfortable with being comfortable, because it will strengthen you. Imposter syndrome. We see this not only in business but also in our professional careers, right? So, imposter syndrome. This is a psychological condition, which is characterized by persistent doubt, right, of your abilities, accompanied by fear of being exposed as a fraud. Okay, which simply means is, I don't really know what I'm doing. They may pick up that I'm not confident, or that I may not know. Well, like I like to tell people, fake it till you make it. You have to exude confidence, even if you might have a small inkling of imposter syndrome. So what, right? Somebody wants to work with you because they like you. It's something about you. So remove that imposter syndrome. Fake it till you make it. Just smile. If you don't have the answer, that is okay. You just simply say, you know what? I don't know the answer, but I'm going to research and get back to you. That's simple. Other people's opinions. This is, oh my God. social media is like when people are struggling with posting their business on their personal pages, they are so concerned with other people's opinions. And I get it, right? But I'm going to talk about maybe next week how you can post and you can create different lists where people like your close friends and family can't see it, right? So that's what I have to do because I have several different businesses and I used to think, you know what? They're going to be like, oh my gosh, she's doing this, she's doing that. Well, yeah, because I have a goal in my life and for my family. So I'm going to have multiple streams of income. But sometimes that fear can stand in the way. So I'm going to teach you guys how to set up lists where you can broadcast your business information only to people on your page, and then you can block the ones who you don't want to see it. So make sure you guys stay tuned for that. Okay, now tips to overcome these blocks, like I mentioned, hire a mentor or coach. I had a mentor in corporate America as I was a young girl. I think I was like 25. And she was very instrumental in my growth as far as in my professional career. And I thank her to this day because she pulled out things that I didn't think that I would, was able to do. So I am truly grateful to her. Also, therapy. Okay. If you need a therapist, talk to a therapist. And then start creating new beliefs, that you are worthy of achieving success. And then I have vision boards all over my office. I journal affirmations. I'm going to, make sure you guys have a copy of my affirmations. I will email those to you or just I think they're in a group, but I will make sure that you guys get a copy of them. All right. So now, and then also I'll give you guys a copy of this. So this is just a worksheet to kind of like help you target those negative thoughts and different steps to overcome them. All right. Let me check the chat, guys. 1 second. Where am I? Is this starting over on? I don't know. I'm not going to keep going back and forth. Hi. Oh, hey, Charnay. Okay, I can see you guys. Okay, but I'm not going to keep stopping to check the chat. If Aaron, if you're still on here, can you just message me if I have to respond, please? Okay, so great news. You've made the first step to overcome negative thoughts by attending this masterclass. So give yourselves a round of applause. So now if you guys stick around, we're going to get into the meat of growing your business, right? Let's go ahead. So let's talk about customer retention and marketing. So what is customer retention? So let's just talk about it. So customer retention is basically the ability of a company or a product to retain customers. Like, right. So basically if you have a service business and you have a client and they're done in your, with your program, you want them to come back, right? So what customer retention marketing tactics or tools do you have in place, right? Because we know a happy customer is more likely to return if they're not happy, right, than an unhappy customer. And also, happy customers refer other people to your business. So this is what customer retention is. We want repeat customers, right? Repeat customers. All right. So let's talk about how do we increase customer retention. So I'm big on data. Like I said, in my full-time life, I work in data. So let's talk about the probability of selling to an existing customer is 60 to 70%. A new prospect is 5 to 20%. You have to work a little bit harder to get new customers. I mean, it's, you can achieve that. But if you have an existing customer and you have a new product that you want to offer them, they're 60 to 70% more likely to purchase it. Okay. So it is no secret, right? Customer retention is vital to your business, right? So we want to make sure that we are doing different strategies and have different automations in place to make sure we are reaching those customers. Okay, now here's some tips. So this is a clip from Amazon. Amazon is great with customers. Like, they are awesome. Their checkout process, you see, you have the one click. They don't make it hard for you to be able to purchase from them. Their checkout process is smooth. You don't have to wait, for this and for that. This is what you want in your business. You want to make everything so easy for your customer. We want to treat them like the VIP that they are, because they are very important to us. Um, the fewer obstacles that you can create for your customers and clients, the more willing they will want to purchase your products again and again. Okay. Um, and also, so I talk a lot about CRMs, and I'm going to get into that in the next couple slides. But a CRM is a tool that can help you create a seamless onboarding, offboarding, payment, calendar systems for your clients and potential clients. I'm going to get into that soon. Also, okay, here's the slide. Sorry. So onboarding. So basically, if you're a coach or an online service provider and you work with, individuals, and you want to onboard them, onboarding is the process of when this when this lead is converted to a client and we want to onboard them into our program. We want to make sure that this process is as seamless as possible. We don't want them to be frustrated in the first 30 minutes, right? After they've paid their deposit. So this is what I mean by, to retain customers or clients, make sure you start here. Okay. Sorry. If your client doesn't see any value from your product in the first 90 days. So okay, let's just say they're a client or customer and they've been in your coaching program for 90 days. And they've had issue after issue. They can't remember when their invoices due because you don't send out any reminders. So they forget to transfer money into their account, and then the charge doesn't go through, or they can't get a hold of you. They don't know what's coming up next when working with you. This is what I'm talking about when I'm saying you want to make the onboarding process. Then communicate and engage, right? If you don't communicate with a friend or a loved one for an extended period of time, what happens with that relationship? It ends up deteriorating, right? So imagine if you're not making contact with your clients on a regular basis, out of sight, out of mind, or with a lead, right? If this person has came to your website, right? They've filled out that your form saying that they want you to contact them, and it takes you 3 to 4 days to contact them, they're going to forget about you. Okay. If you're not communicating in a fast or in a quick manner, you're going to lose that lead. Okay. So using a CRM tool, like I mentioned, can help increase customer retention for you. Marketing. I think this is one of my favorite slides. So let's talk about marketing. People think, okay, well, if I post on Facebook, every day, all day, 5 times a day, that's marketing. If I pay for this Facebook ad, that's marketing. That is one form of marketing. It is not the only form of marketing, right? So we want to make sure that we are using, I like to use the 7 C's. Let me pop on camera. Okay, can you guys see me? I don't like this new setup. Oh yeah, you can see me. Okay, let's talk about the 7 C's of marketing. So there's a lot when it comes to marketing. It's not, like I said, just showing up on social media. We want to make sure that if you have a Facebook group, you have captured the emails of those individuals that gave you their email address. You want to be reaching out to them consistently. Okay. So the 7 C's of marketing is clients, convenience, competition, communication, consistency, creative content, and credibility. So let's talk about clients. Okay, so it is crucial to understand your client profile, the demographics, They're psychological. Okay. What is the what is your client avatar? Like, who is your ideal client? You must know this. Knowing who your potential clients are will enable your business to create a marketing plan that helps entices them, and it will help them convert from a lead to a client and want to work with you. Okay. Um, and also understanding who your niche client is helps you when you're targeting in advertising, right? Like some people just want to create a Facebook ad, people who are 25 to 50 years old, people who live in Las Vegas, people who are females. There's so much more to the algorithm than just those five um, things that I mentioned. Okay, let's talk about convenience. Okay, in a marketing strategy, convenience includes ensuring that all of those touch points for your clients are efficient and simple to navigate. Like I showed you in the previous slides, you want to make sure everything from the lead capture form that you might have on your website is seamless from converting them to a paying client. And then after they're a paying client, when you're working with them, everything should be seamless in that process. And then when you're done with their project, right? We don't want to just say, okay, thanks for working with me. Bye bye. Absolutely not. We want to have a seamlessly offboarding process as well. Um, Competition. So often comparing your competitors and discovering ideas within their business model can be kind of intimidating, but I welcome it. Like, I mean, we want to know what our competition is doing. Don't be intimidated because somebody else is a business coach, is a life coach, is a realtor, is a, I don't know. Do not get intimidated about that because what you offer is something totally different. There's maybe 2,000 people that do what I do, but I'm going to attract certain people because of who I am, and the others I'm going to attract people because of what they offer. Okay, so being successful, it hinges on the ability, right, to separate your brand from competitors. Like I said, you have to separate yourself. I am very open. I'm not going to make everything look like rainbows and, whatever. I'm going to give you the truth. I'm going to show you my bad days, my good days, right? Because I think if we want to sell you a dream, I mean, of course I could sell you one. I could come on here and say every day is great, but that wouldn't be genuine and that wouldn't help you at all. Because the first time you have failure in your business, you're going to say, well, Christina said, everything should be awesome. I should have, 10K weeks. No, you're not going to have 10K weeks every week. You're not. If you do, bravo. But realistically, and if you do have 10K weeks, we want to factor in the cost of your marketing, your advertising. So there's different things that come into play. Can it be done? Absolutely. Okay. Communication. This is a huge one. Communication, effective communication with your clients is crucial in generating and maintaining a dependable brand image that your clients, resonates with your clients. Ensuring that communication with clients, make sure that that it's reliable and effective. Okay, your clients want to feel like they can trust you, like they relate to you. Don't, not communicate, because you can't help them. Even clients who I can't work with, I refer them to someone else. And I make sure that they can, that they're able to come back to me and ask me questions if they, need to. So be careful. If you can't work with someone, always have a backup person that you can refer them to. Okay. That is like number 5 on my list. Being consistent and available for your clients is also paramount in success, okay, in a successful marketing strategy. Um, Maintaining consistency, okay, across your brand, right? So my clients, when I work with them, we're going to talk about their brand, their entire brand, okay, the image, the tone, um, the message that you're conveying. This also builds trust and reliability which is also crucial. Okay. Let me check the chat. Any questions? Maybe Aaron isn't on here. Aaron, if you're on here, give me a text me real quick because I don't want to keep going back and forth. Okay. All right. So let's move on. He must not be on here anymore. Okay, let's move on. Okay, marketing tips. So, like I said, establish your brand, know your audience, and use the power of SEO, search engine optimization. And those are things that we can put on the back end of your website, right? To make sure you are like on Google, right? Google. If someone Googles, let me see, landscaping, life coaching, well, make sure that you're searchable on Facebook. I'm sorry, on Google, on Yelp. Those are just different um, platforms that you can use. My favorite. Okay, let's talk about email automation. So this is very powerful, and a lot of people in my group, they were like a little bit confused about automation. So people throw out automations, workflows, and you're like, well, what is that? Trust me, I get it, right? So email automation. So basically, I gave you guys 2 examples. We have Kate Spade, DoorDash. If you guys have subscribed to their list, they are always sending you emails about different sales, or DoorDash is always like, so these are emails that are sent out automatically to their clients or customers who have opted in, so you don't have to do anything. So basically, this is a welcome email. So for your clients, anytime they decide to work with you, you want to send them something immediately, right? When they fill out that lead capture form on your website, we want to have an immediate response. If you have a Shopify store, if you have a boutique, if your customer is on your website and they place things in their cart, we want to make sure we have an abandoned cart email. If you shop with Fashion Nova, they are like the number 1 for abandoned carts. They will remind you every day, 10 times a day, you forgot something in your cart. Okay. Then they throw discounts at you. I love it. Great marketing, right? So make sure you make creative content a priority in your business. So make sure you've implemented these email automations, and the reason why we want to automate them is because who has time to, every time somebody fills out that contact form, who has time to like go in their computers, send the email? What if you're not at home? What if you're on vacation? Your business needs to run when you are not at your office, right? So email automations are great for this. They're great. Okay, now let's talk about CRM. I kind of talked about this in the previous slides. So what is a CRM? CRM stands for Customer Relationship Management or Business Management Systems. A CRM enables you to organize and optimize your customer or lead relations. It basically allows you to store all of your customer information in one place. It is game changing. I have so many clients that are using Excel, Acuity, Calendly, Stripe, so many different systems. Well, a good CRM does all of that for you in one. It's amazing. It's amazing. So let's talk about how can a CRM improve your business, right? It allows you to stay in touch with your customers or clients. We don't want the out of sight, out of mind experience, right? So this helps with customer retention. It improves customer service, which means you're going to increase your sales. It helps you scale because you can get rid of paying for all of those different softwares. They're expensive. And the last thing, reclaiming your time, right? We want to reclaim our time because we have other things to do. Okay. Yes, we love our customers, but we want to reclaim our time. And I'm big on it. Like if I can do something and I don't have to spend my time doing it, I love it. So customers hate waiting for a response. They're just, I'm impatient. We all are, right? A CRM allows you to automatically connect with your clients or leads. Whether you want to send a proposal, an email, a brochure of your services, you can do that automatically, right? And within one software system. Now, I know you're probably wondering, well, how can I increase my sales? I'm going to tell you. Well, sales increase by engaging with your current clients, right? You can offer promotions. I do referral programs, and a lot of my clients refer people to me, and they receive money for every client that they refer to me. Also, if a client likes your service, they're going to tell someone. So, and that's because your CRM, if your clients leave, working with you and they feel like, oh my gosh, you treated me like a VIP, everything was in order, of course, there may be some minor hiccups, but that happens. Okay. But overall, we want them to have a great experience. Okay. Next slide. Okay. Also, lead capture. So a lead capture is that pop-up box that you guys may see on websites where they ask for your name, email, phone number. That's a lead capture form. You can do that within a CRM. I know some people use ActiveCampaign. I still use ActiveCampaign, but my clients that have it and they're wanting to migrate to a CRM, it's just too much for them. I have a tech background. Everybody is not techie, and I understand that. So I want to make it as easy on you as possible to run your business without getting overwhelmed and stressed. And you're like, you know what? I'm throwing it all away. I know you want to do it. So we can embed those lead capture forms on your website. That will automatically go to your CRM. And this makes it easy to respond to your leads because, like I said, they don't like waiting. Okay. Also, we can put this link if you have a Facebook group on your Facebook page, anywhere you want, right? If you want to send contracts, forms, proposals, questionnaires, you have the ability to create the contracts, agreements, proposals right from your CRM. So there's no longer, you have to keep these documents in a Google folder, a different software. You don't have to do all of that anymore. Invoices. Now, like a lot of people struggle with the invoices part because, like, for example, if I have back in the day, if I had clients that didn't pay, I would have to like email them, call them, say, hey, you missed the payment. That kind of stresses me out. I don't know if it's just me or it might be you. So in my CRM, 2 days before my client's bill is due or invoice is due, they receive a reminder. The day that it's due, they receive a reminder. If they don't pay it on that day, 2 days later, a late notice, and then it just keeps going. And then I get the notification, hey, they didn't pay. Then, that's when I email them or call them, right? So no more having to remind people to pay the invoice. Online scheduler. So many people, they love Calendly, Acuity because they have multiple calendars. I have about 12 different schedulers that I use. One's for, I have several different businesses that I, do, but all of those are in my CRM. So if I need to send a scheduler invite to a lead or a client, I just go in, copy the link, send it to them. So, and then also my clients, they can go in and book on their own because they all have their own link. So no more of, calling me and saying, hey, are you available next week at 3:00? You can, go online. Well, they can go online, pull up my calendar, pick a date, and schedule. It's so convenient. Automations and workflows. Like I said, this is a topic that a lot of people get confused about, but it's my favorite, right? So you can set up automations and workflows that can trigger, for example, okay, let me give you an example of a trigger in a workflow. A workflow is a series of different steps that we want to happen. So for example, once a client fills out my lead capture form, they are added to my CRM in my pipeline management as a lead, right? When they're a lead and, they want to receive information on working with me, I send them a proposal. Everything is automated. Once they sign the proposal, it alerts me to countersign. I don't have to do anything. Once they sign, I receive an email that says this lead has signed the proposal. It's time for me to countersign. And then once they pay their first invoice, they are moved as a job automatically in my pipeline, so I can see all of my current my leads and my clients. And then after that, it sends them their onboarding questionnaire to get started to working with me. So that's what I'm talking about workflows and automation. So no more scrambling to try to figure out, what do I do next, right? Everything is inside your CRM with a click of a button. Now, what type of businesses? So like I get this question a lot. They're like, well, I'm a CPA. Okay, this would be great for you. Coaches, if you have a nonprofit, salons, online boutiques, caterers, photographers, wedding planners, like those are like my number two. I want to say coaches is number one, and then wedding planners and photographers, web designers, bloggers, freelancers, VAs. You all can benefit from a CRM, one system. So let's talk about it. Like I said, I'm big on data. So 79%, right? Okay, of businesses businesses without the right CRM, 79% of all the leads never convert to sales or clients. This means that if you don't have the right CRM, so those leads that are like filling out those forms on your website, not 79% of them won't convert. So you're losing 79% of sales, right? That is horrible. So with the right CRM, you have a more chance of increasing sales. Okay, and this is by Salesforce. Salesforce is the number one CRM company in the world. So this data came from them. And here's another piece of information that I love to share. So the 5 CRM benefits. So for each dollar, the average ROI is $871. So if you have a coaching program for $1,000, with the right CRM, you can increase that $1,000 to $8,000 if you have the right CRM, and that you have the right onboarding system, lead system, offboarding system, retention system set up. CRM software can boost sales by 29%, productivity by 34%, accuracy by 42%. This accuracy part is great because you know what that means? The emails. We create something called canned emails that you send over and over and over, right? I have about 100 different emails. They're already created. I have all the copy. So I just go in and add that email for that client, right? And this decreases spelling errors, sending the information, to the wrong client. The invoices are attached to each client, so you don't have to worry about, oh, I sent the wrong invoice to this client. All of that is attached to that one client, those invoices, those emails. You can increase revenue, right? Thanks to applications. So when your client wants to pay their invoice, they don't have to PayPal you, Venmo you, Cash App you. I wish somebody would Cash App me in 2022. We're going to have a talk, right? Because there's such a high level of inaccuracy that goes into that, right? We want to make, be more as professional as we can in business. I'm sorry, I'm watching myself on the dang I'm so animated, y'all. We want to make sure we are operating as professionally as we can in business, right? So telling somebody, oh, just cash out me, no, we ain't doing that in 2022. No, ma'am. Also, so a CRM can boost conversion rates by 300%. Let's talk about this. So you can convert your leads to clients by 300% using the right CRM. Y'all, that is amazing. Okay. So please don't forget that. Now, with all of this said, and we're almost done, guys, we're almost done. With all of this being said, I talk a lot about processes, right? So people love to call me and say, I want to work with you. Can you help me with my processes? And they don't have any processes in place. I'm like, okay, what do you have in place? Nothing. That's fine. That's fine. we brainstorm and I pull them out and we define the processes. So process mapping is what we do. So when I work with a client, the first 2 weeks are spent mapping, scaling their processes, right? And this is just a model of sequence of activities, and this determines the success of your business. If you don't have the right process defined in your business, you're just like waking up every day, writing notes, but you don't have a defined process, okay? So why should you map out your processes? We do this for 3 different reasons. Pinpoint bottlenecks. So bottlenecks show you where where there's pain points. So okay, a bottleneck, let me show you what a bottleneck is. So a bottleneck is, it's a term that refers to the small neck in the bottle and how it acts as a block for liquid to go in or come out, right? So that's what a bottleneck means in your process. If there's a barrier or something is getting stuck in your process, I help you determine what that is, how we can work around it or remove that bottleneck. And the effects of bottlenecks on your customers is frustration, dissatisfaction, canceled memberships, right? Some examples of bottlenecks, right? Document management. Some people send clients contracts via DocuSign. We don't have to do that anymore. In your CRM, they can sign electronically and you receive it in like 3 seconds, right? So no more having to send them a DocuSign document and all of that. Approval process. Like I mentioned, once my client signs the contract, I receive an email saying it's time for me to countersign and we're done. Okay. That's an example of a bottleneck. Also, we need to map out processes because some people have compliance and auditing, regulations. If you are a CPA, if you do taxes, if you do credit repair, we have a lot of compliance, issues that we want to make sure that we're not skipping past I'm in a process. If you're a bookkeeper, you want to make sure that all of your processes are in line against any regulations. And then process mapping removes any unnecessary steps that you have in your business. Like some people do the same thing over and over and over. When we can eliminate that by looking at the process. Okay. Process improvement. So process mapping can show you where you can save time and money. If you have a team of a staff, it can help your staff visualize their role within their business. If your staff knows what they're supposed to do, it's already documented in an SOP and an employee manual. There's no questions, right? And then we can pull out best practices, meaning what do you do or how do you do something great in your business? So we talked about that. How to identify bottlenecks. Like I said, I work with my clients. We spend 2 weeks. I create a process map. I'm going to show you what that looks like. So here's a process map so I own a credit repair business. So this is a lot. We have a lot going on here. So I'm going to show you. This is an example of a lot of different softwares, right? So I have 5, right? So basically on my website, I have a lead. They go to my website. They want to have a consultation. Then after that, Acuity is my scheduling software that I use. They're scheduled in Acuity. Zapier is like the gateway. Zapier is a app that connects different softwares to different software. So basically, I use Zapier to talk, to connect with Acuity that connects to my website, and then my CRM. So in credit repair, we can't use just any type of CRM. There's dedicated CRM software that we have to use to pull credit reports. So this is why I have this process for that business. So basically, when they schedule their consultation in Acuity, Zapier creates a Zap. They add the consultation, and then a tag is created. And then my CRM, they're added as a lead in my CRM. Okay. And then Active Campaign is my client management. Like all of my clients are in for my credit repair business or an active campaign where they start receiving their automated emails from me, educational or a new client. So once they're a lead, they're added to my master list, and then they're added to the lead consultation automation, which has a series of about 30 emails. Okay, they get the, thanks for scheduling a consultation with me. Now, let's say that a lead doesn't attend the consultation, right? No. Then they are moved to the follow-up email, and then they start receiving my nurturing email automations. But then let's say the client receives the, they have the consultation, and then they decide to be an active client. Then after that, they are in my CRM, they're changed from a lead to an active client. In Zapier, they're added to the new client automation in my active campaign. And then it goes on and on. So the moral of the story is your business does not have to have this, right? If you use a CRM, you would only have one swim lane. These are called swim lanes. I'm in project management, so these are called swim lanes. So using the right CRM can eliminate all of these extra softwares, right? You just have one swim lane that does everything for you. It's amazing. Okay. Now let's talk about different CRMs. So these are different ones. This is Honeybook. Dubsado. Active Campaign is a CRM, but it doesn't have a lot of functionality like Honeybook and Active Campaign. And then I talked about Salesforce earlier. Now I'm going to give you guys behind the scenes of my client onboarding. Let me just go and check. You guys still with me? Let me see. 1 second. I'm going to take you guys behind the scenes so you can see what my client experience looks like. All right, so let's go to, okay. Yep. Can you guys see? Okay, I don't know if you guys can see what I just shared. Nope, hold on. I'm going to stop the screen share. I'm going to show you my onboarding form that I use for my clients. Sorry, hold on, y'all. Okay, so let me stop. Let me know if you guys can see this. I'm going to go on my phone. Drop a 1 if you guys can see. Okay, somebody say yeah. Okay, cool. Okay, so this is the implementation questionnaire. So when my client is onboarded to work with me, they receive this questionnaire. So basically, I'm capturing all of the necessary information that I need to work with them, right? So there's no like I don't have to go back and forth and be like, oh, I forgot to ask this. Everything is here. Okay, and it's it's nicely laid out. It's clear to understand. So this is what that looks like. And then let's go to my guide. So this is my welcome email that my clients receive. I'm trying to see if, oh, this is why I'm feeling heat. My God. Okay, so this is what my clients receive once they are a new client. So in my CRM, which I use Dubsado, they have their own client portal. So it just shows them how to use the client portal, how to pay their invoices, their contracts will be there, forms that I send them. I can email them directly to the portal without bombarding their personal email account. That's what that looks like. And then the proposal. So this is an example of my proposal that I send. So be mindful that I have some CSS coding behind this proposal. So that's why it, did the little movement. So this is my package. If they, I send them the package, and then they have the contract. Now you won't be, okay, yeah, you can see it. So the proposal is here. They can review and sign the contract, right? And then they can pay the invoice all in one, right? So cool. Okay. And then offboarding. So this, I think I have an example. Okay, so this is a client testimonial. So once I'm done working with the client, you want to always ask for the testimonial, right? So this is just one example of a testimonial form that I send my clients. And then this is a template of a proposal. So another proposal format, and it's not built out. It's just an example. So you can add like pictures of your work. If you're a photographer, you can add different, your images, testimonials. You can tell them your next steps, FAQs. But for me, for my FAQs, I use ClickUp. Let me see if I can show you my ClickUp. I don't know if I can show it to you. My ClickUp guide. I send my clients a ClickUp guide that, let me see. Sorry, guys, I'm showing you people's information, but that's okay. It's okay. Let me see. Oh, no, I don't want to. Space it. And I think this is, okay, welcome guide. I think this is a nice thing. So this is my welcome guide. And my email to my client, they have a link to this. So this welcome guide tells them everything about me and my team, just in case somebody, they want to reach out. It has my office hours. They know what days I'm not working, communication policy, how they can get in contact with me, their timeline, which I change for each client, how to get support from me. I change it for each client. And then if there's a rush policy, I have a fee for rush policy. So I think that is, something great to offer your clients. Okay, let's go back to the presentation. Okay. All righty. So I added in the standard operating procedures. So these are SOPs. I don't know if you guys really want me to dive into that. I mean, I could just spend a few minutes talking about it. So SOPs are just a set of step-by-step instructions. I create these for my clients as well, and I can show you some examples. And so the benefits is it reduces employee training time. I hate having to train over and over and over. So I have SOPs that I've created for my for my staff. Also, SOPs helps you to maintain consistency across your brand. There's no questions, no questions that you can't provide answers to in your SOP. Also, it lets your staff know about your chain of command, right? And this also meets legal requirements. So, for example, if you're a bookkeeper or a tax person and you get audited, having an SOP in place will help you when the auditor comes, because the first thing they're going to want to see is your SOPs, right? So I just have tips on how to choose the correct format. Make sure that it's easy to read. Your health and safety warnings are in there. So I can show you what mine looks like. So this is, I gotta stop sharing so I can share this. Hold on. I'm just gonna show you what my, we're almost done. Okay. Where is it? Okay, I think this is it. Yep. Okay. So this is my SOP for my discovery call meeting agenda. So for example, if I'm not able to attend the my discovery call process, then my VA, she can go in, read the notes on how to conduct the discovery call meeting. And then I posted this SOP on how to operate through tech disruption. So, for example, when Facebook went down, I hope you guys had an SOP in place to know what to do and how to communicate and communicate with your team and your clients, right? So this is what I prepared for my staff and for me. When Facebook is down, how do we engage with our clients? So we want to log into Active Campaign because all of my clients, even the clients in my CRM are in Active Campaign, but you don't have to do that. You can just use your CRM, but I have all of that in Active Campaign. And we reached out to everybody. We use Slack as a backup tool where we can chat with each other. So this is just one example of, an SOP. And then outstanding invoices. So this is a SOP on how to handle outstanding invoices that I can use and my VA can use. And then job descriptions. This is a popular one that I create for a lot of clients because they want to know, how do you create a job description? So this outlines from A, B, C, each step on how to create a job description for your company. And I create those. Also, systems audit. So this is great. So why can't I see the bottom? So the systems audit just kind of, helps you understand the bottlenecks in your systems. Like if you have a system that you're working with and you love, we can create an audit. Like we can go through and look at it to make sure that it fits your business, because not all of them fit your business. So we look at the management audit, right? We look at your system. We look at your team. Do you have policies and practices on how contractors, partners work with my business? You have a project management tool in place, which is like Trello, Asana, ClickUp. Those are project management tools. Do you have training programs? How do you work with your clients? And then I have the results here. Okay. Now let me stop sharing and go back to, we're almost done. Oh my gosh. Hallelujah. Okay. Now how do I get back? Okay. Okay. Just close this one out because this one getting on my nerves. Okay. Let me see. Hold on, guys. Hold on. Technical difficulties. I don't want to do that. All right. So let's talk about a testimonial. So I like to show receipts. So this is a client that I worked with previously. So she's basically said, "Oh my God, thank you very much for assisting me in establishing procedures in my business. I was completely disorganized, unable to develop my clientele, and due to lack of organization and follow-up, she lost a lot of clients. She said, I will undoubtedly suggest your services to my other business acquaintances. You're a lifesaver." So this was a great client that I worked with a few months ago. So she submitted a testimonial. And let me go on. I'm trying to find my doggone. And this is another result. So I did a full subtitle for her. So basically, she said that she thought if I had my files and folders organized, it would be easy to complete engagement, outreach, follow-up, contracting, implementation, follow through, and every other step of taking care of my clients. Now that everything is housed in a workspace that allows me to automate or manually ensure connections with my clients, I don't have to manage so many documents in so many different places. This process also forced me to get crystal clear on service structure, outcomes, and pricing. Whatever I would question and change, something I would question and change on a whim based on the level of self-worth and confidence from one day to another. And then, so what did she like most about working with me? Christina helped me with procedural and structural tasks in a way that felt human. We were immersed in technology, but she still heard me authentically and never forgot a single request or concern I had. Her heart is huge, and I knew my business was safe in her hands because she cared about me first. So I am grateful to hear that. So now let's talk about the Ultimate CEO Business Framework course. So I can do done for you, which is set up everything for you, but I offered this course a few months ago. It was sold out, so I'm bringing it back. I'm bringing it back in 2022. Early bird pricing ends January 4th. Payment plans as low as $66, guys. Okay. So we're going to talk about your brand, the system. We're going to choose the right systems for you. We're going to talk about marketing. We're going to map workflows and process mapping, documents, which is SOPs. We're going to create those. Time. I'm going to help you with calendar blocking, like how do you structure your day, and then delegation, how to hire and retain employees. That was one issue that we had early on, how to hire and retain. And then project management, different systems. We want to talk about how to manage your projects. And then there's added bonuses. We're going to talk about additional streams of income. I have daily checklists, planners, you name it. So I'm going to uncover 5 additional streams of income in your business that you are missing out on. For real. Okay. So class starts January 11th. Early bird pricing ends January 4th. The doors are open. I will drop the link in the comments. I hope you guys enjoyed the class. Any questions, please let me know. I look forward to hearing from you. I will post this replay. I will try to post it in the group, and I will also email it to you guys. So I enjoyed you guys this evening. And sorry, I'm trying to get back to this is crazy. I'm trying to get it. Okay. Sorry. So I hope you guys enjoyed the masterclass for today. If you have any questions, please let me know in the DMs or in the comments. Let me know what other kind of classes you want to see. I'm going to talk about how to create the list next week, as far as like if you wanted to post on your Facebook page, but you don't want everybody to see your business stuff. I know of a way to help you get around that and to feel more comfortable when sharing about your business and not, being so discouraged about how other people will view you. Okay. All right. Thank you guys. Have a good rest of your week and a good weekend if I don't talk to you soon. Bye.